Welcome along. It's time for Soccer Sunday in the AIA Singapore Premier League, and we're coming to you live from the Jalan Besar Stadium for the clash between Brunei DPMM and Tanjong Pagar United. Action in Singapore's top flight resuming after a short break, and it's been raining goals since the resumption, 10 in total over the 2 games thus far, with Balestier Khalsa shocking Tampines Rovers 3-2 before Albrechts Niigata did Albrechts Niigata things, stumping Hougang for 5. 2 matches happening concurrently today, with Geylang at home to the Lion City Sailors, while our focus will firmly be on this matchup between Brunei DPMM and Tanjong Pagar United. Now, a quick look at the standings would tell us what is at stake ahead of the 90 minutes, with just 2 points separating the 2 teams before kickoff. DPMM in 7th spot with 7 points from 8 games, while Tanjong Pagar sit in 6th with 9 points on the board. We have team news to come very, very shortly, but before that, here are the pre-match thoughts from both camps. Adrian Pennock, head coach of Brunei DPMM, and Hazrin Jalani of the Jaguars.
Adrian, I'm sure the side is feeling pretty rejuvenated following the season break. Anything in particular you focused on ahead of coming into round 2?
It's nice that the players are eating normally now, obviously through Ramadan. No, it was a nice break. We needed a little break, obviously with the travelling and everything else. But obviously we're travelling again until July. So we just heard the news that we're going to be. We've only got 2 home games this season. If that, maybe I think that could change. But it was a good rest for everybody. We recouped and done a lot of work in training. So we're looking forward to today's game.
Now, I know you've said all season long that this is going to be a transitional period for your side. But right now, you are on a 3-game winless streak. What are your expectations from your side here today?
I know what will happen, and we'll give 100% every game. I know that will definitely happen. Like I said before, even at the start of this season, I said that we're going to win, lose, draw, win, lose, draw. That'll be that sort of season for us this year, just because it is a transitional period. But I know that my players will give 100%, and I'm really looking forward to today's game. Every game that we've played, I don't think I can come off the pitch and say they didn't give me 100%, so that's all I asked for. You need a little bit of luck in games, and that's with the officials or anything that happens. You need a little bit of luck, but this will be a tough game today, but really looking forward to it, really looking forward to it.
A win today, though, will take you ahead of Tanjong Pagar on the table. Is that a target for you today? Is that what you're looking for? Yeah,
3 points. We're looking for 3 points. You know, we've already played them once this year. We beat them 2-1. Very tough game. Obviously, looking back on that game all this week and last week, I watched the game again, and we had to defend. We had to defend really well, and we scored 2 good goals. So we know it's going to be difficult, but. Yeah, obviously we get 3 points, we jump them. So, but I think we're just looking for the 3 points and a good solid performance and see where it takes us after that.
Coach, you had a good bit of break coming into.
We have a good rest, but it's not a good rest for the players. We really whacked them so hard for the past 2 weeks. You know, we work more on their fitness and also on our attacking phase. So no rest for the players. It's work all the way. Yeah.
You've already faced Brunei DPMM once in round 1, and you did lose to them 2-1. How will you be looking to approach this one today in hopes of getting those 3 points against them? We were a bit unlucky the last game. We felt that if we play with 11 men, definitely we have the result. DPMM, I think, as per usual, you know, they are coming up well, but I think we are more than ready for today's game. I think we are hungry, and we hope that we can get the result that we wanted today. Yeah. And with the likes of Fatullah away on SEA Games in Cambodia, how have you lined up for today against Brunei?
For today's match, I think only Fatullah is not available, but the rest of the players, including Pedro, is available, so he'll be playing tonight definitely. The rest, I think, not much changes from the previous game, except Pedro will be coming in to play with Shake and Faisal. So the rest are pretty same, so not much changes.
There you have it, both the coaches setting the scene for what should be an exciting encounter at the Jalan Besar Stadium. Adrian Panok touched on it there. All 7 of Brunei DPMM's Singapore Premier League's fixtures, home fixtures between match week 10 to 19, originally scheduled to take place at the Hassan Al Bolkiah Stadium in Brunei, will now instead be continued to be played at the Jalan Besar Stadium. This match, of course, was meant to take place yesterday, shifted because of a clash in venue. There you have it, both the teams exchanging pre-match pleasantries. Tanjong Pagar in their away strip of blue, Brunei DPMM in their home strip as the designated home side. Both the teams separated by just 2 points on the table, so it's all to play for. A win here for Brunei DPMM will see them usurp their opponents. There you have it, the match officials. The man in the middle, Andrea Veronilino. He'll be assisted by Mohammad Shafiq Jufri and Mohammad Rida Syed. And the fourth official is Mohammad Taufik Tana. As for the VAR, it'll be helmed by Shadiq Al Hussein alongside Manoj Kalwani. Kickoff just now minutes away, and here we have the team news for you. Andrei Voronkov, Brunei DPMM's leading goal scorer with 3 goals in the lineup in at number 10. He alongside Angel Martinez have started all 8 games thus far, played all 720 minutes. Keep a lookout for Voronkov, who scored a wonder goal in the reverse fixture to help DPMM win 2-1. As for Before we touch on the away team's news, here's shots of Adrian Panok, head coach for Brunei DPMM, as well as a league champion in 2019, led the Bruneian outfit to 1 of 2 SPL titles. Here's team news for the Jaguars. As Hazrin Jelani alluded to, there is a return to the starting lineup for Pedro Diaz. First start since opening day against the Lion City Sailors. Shakir Hamza continues to lead this team with the captain's armband in the absence of Fatullah Rahmat, the only absentee at the SEA Games. Long-term absentee, of course, being Farid Samet, who continues his recovery from injury. Work to do for Hazrin Jelani. 8 matches played, only 3 matches won. They've lost 5. The Jaguars started last year with so much verve, so much hope, but this season hasn't exactly gone to plan just yet. He did touch on putting the players through the rings in the 2-week break just to get them ready in terms of fitness, and they'll be counting on a quick start here against Brunei DPMM, who themselves are having a bit of a tough season. In your picture there, Pedro Diaz, number 26. We've seen only glimpses of him thus far, looking to nurse his way to full fitness after injuring himself on match day 1 against the Lion City Sailors. The Jaguars are struggling for goals. Thus far, they've played 8, scored only 10 goals. That is alongside the Young Lions, second worst in the league, with Hougang having scored only 7. Your man in the middle, confirmation there of the referee, Andrea Verolino, dressed in orange. Taufik Tana, the fourth official, coming over just to make his presence known to the team officials. Andrei Voronkov, top scorer in 2019. He started the season well with 3 goals and 2 assists, and he'll be looking to continue to help DPMM up front. Leading the line for Tanjong Pagar, number 9, Shukri Bashir. Only scored 1 goal thus far, but as I alluded to earlier, goals have been a problem for the Jaguars, one they'll be hoping to address later today. There you have it, the pre-match graphics, quite a sight to watch, as Brunei DPMM will be calling Jalan Besar Stadium home for the remainder of round 2 up until their stadium is ready back in Brunei. Kickoff now just seconds away, and it's Tanjong Pagar who will kick us off. Shukri Bashir with the kickoff. Early touch for Raihan Rahman, who of course was sent off in the reverse fixture. Hassan Jalani did allude to it in his pre-match thoughts, saying that if Tanjong Pagar had 10, 11 men on that day, perhaps they could have got something against Brunei. On that day, of course, it was Brunei who won 2-1, courtesy of goals from Andre Varankov and Hanif Hamir. It was an own goal by Hirzi Zulfakar for Tanjong Pagar on that day. That happened back in March. In the here and now, though, in May, both these teams will be looking to make a strong start to round 2 to pick up the pieces. It's an early opportunity here. Shukri Bashir looking to push his way through, but on the scene was Angel Martinez. Blake Risciuto, of course, won the title with Brunei back in 2019. Before the pandemic forced Brunei out of the Singapore Premier League. And then Blake Risciuto came to Tanjong Pagar. So technically, this is a Blake Risciuto derby, shall we say. He's got 1 assist this season. The Australian, 30-year-old Australian, yet to open his account for 2023. I'm sure he would love to get one against his former employers, more for the sake of his current employers, and get their season going. Have another look at what just happened. It is an early corner for Tanjong Pagar, won by the industry of Akram Azman. Plenty of height to aim for as Raihan Rahman walks over, the designated set-piece taker. In your shot there, in goal for Brunei DPMM, Akbal Tusanbawe. Plenty of height to aim for Raihan Rahman, the likes of Mirko Sujic. Pedro Diaz making himself a bit of a bother in the box as well. A set-piece opportunity as Raihan floats this one in, looking for a blue shirt. Can Blake keep it in play? Yes, he can. Has Faisal Roslan if he wishes to use him. Blake looking for a free kick. Nothing going, says the linesman. Blake Risciuto, unsurprisingly, straight away fighting his case. One of the players who is not afraid to let his thoughts be known. Not that the referee was budging, though. It is a throw-in to Brunei. Overzealous, says the man in the middle. Blake Risciuto giving away the foul. Now, as I touched on earlier, all 7 of Brunei DPMM's Singapore Premier League's remaining home fixtures from match week 10 to match week 19, which was originally scheduled to take place at the Hassanal Bolkiah National Stadium in Brunei, will now instead continue to be played at the Jalan Besar Stadium. The affected fixtures had to be rescheduled as the ongoing renovation works for the Hassanal Bolkiah National Stadium in Brunei, originally due to be completed by end of April, will be delayed now till mid-June this year at the earliest. And if you heard the pre-match thoughts of Adrian Pannock, he's not too confident that they will return to their home stadium this year. Time will tell for that one. It has been a season of consolidation, a season of getting used to for Brunei, who obviously sat out the league during the pandemic, playing domestically, but the levels are not really the same as the Singapore Premier League, and they're taking a while to acclimatise and get themselves used to the vigour of the Singapore Premier League. Mirko Sujic has hit the deck. Hopefully nothing too serious for the Croat, who's had a bit of a subdued start to 2023. Have a look at the incident. Eyes on the ball between both players, but clearly a shoulder barge sending Sujic to the deck. I beg your pardon, that wasn't Sujic, that was Marin Mudrazija. Nonetheless, Marin is good to continue. Only got 1 goal since joining the Jaguars at the start of 2023. That too from the spot. He hasn't really hit the ground running. Marin Mudrazija came recommended by Mirko Sujic. Pedro Diaz. Quick exchange of passes with Shukri Bashir. Going back to Marin Mudrazija, cut a bit of an isolated figure in previous games, especially the one I had the privilege of being on commentary on. That was the last time Tanjong Pagar played before the break. That was midway through April. They lost 4-2 to Balestier Khalsa on that day. Sujic's pass cut out. Josip Bilic, he's let that run here, and this could be a problem for Tanjong Pagar. Important touch on the ball in for Shake Hamza, and Kenji Rushdie was quick to gather. Abdulaziz Rahman found himself in space looking for Varankov in the middle. Shake Hamza with a crucial touch, denying Varankov an early opportunity. Just about 6 minutes played. If you're just joining us, stick around, won't you? It's DPMM against Tanjong Pagar United on this Soccer Sunday in the Singapore Premier League. One of 2 games happening across the island. The other one being at our Tampines hub between Geylang International and the Lion City Sailors. We'll keep you up to date of that score. But for now, our attention is firmly on this one. It's 6th against 7th. It's DPMM with the chance to pip Tanjong Pagar into 6th spot if they do get 3 points here. Wins have been hard to come by for both of these teams. For DPMM, they've played 8 matches, won just 2, drawn 1, and lost 5, conceding 17 goals along the way. Hasn't been a stellar return to Singapore for the 2019 AIA Singapore Premier League champions. As for Tanjong Pagar, they hit the Haiti Heights last season, made a splash to life in 2022. 2023 has been, I dare say, a return to normalcy almost. They've played 8 games, won 3 matches, namely against Hougang United, the Young Lions, as well as Geylang International. But otherwise, they've lost 5 games and find themselves in 6th spot in the table. Shukri Bashir, was that a foul? No, says the referee. Let's have another look. There did seem to be an elbow in the back, but it wasn't given as a free kick. Instead, it's a throw-in. The referee, Andre Verolino, quite happy to let the game run its course. This game, of course, saw 1 red card in the reverse fixture in March. On that day, it was Raihan Rahman who was red carded for pulling down a player as the last man. Quite a clear-cut foul, that one. Faisal Roslan, one of 2 ever-present Jaguars for Tanjong Pagar. He, alongside Blake Rishuto, have played all 720 minutes of football on offer in the Singapore Premier League for Tanjong Pagar. Shake Hamza looking for Pedro Diaz. The flick didn't really come off. Recovered well, Shake. Pedro Diaz pressured into giving the throw-in away. Pedro Diaz making, of course, his 2nd start, first since match day 1, when he limped off injured against the Lion City Sailors. It's Helmi Zambin with the throw. Weighs out his options. Finds the red shirt. Akram Azman does enough to win a throw-in. Akram Azman in a very advanced position, well ahead of Pedro Diaz down this left-hand side. Varankov does well to bring his teammate into place. Sujic on hand to recover. Long ball forward, Sujic giving Akram something to chase. Crucial touch from Helmi Zambin. That'll be an interesting battle to watch out for. 36-year-old Helmi Zambin up against 22-year-old Akram Azman. As Tanjong Pagar restart with this throw-in. It's a long throw from Pedro Diaz all the way into the box. Didn't come off. That tussle again. Helmi against Akram Azman. Free kick, says the referee. Akram Azman does not agree, but he's going to have to oblige. Have a look as both players tussled for the ball. Not shy to put his body about, Akram Azman. Unfortunately, that time gave away a free kick. Shake Hamza. All the way back to Raihan Rahman. Kenji Rushdie, another new signing to the Jaguars pack. Signed to replace Zarfan Rohaizat, who, of course, joined the Lion City Sailors in the off-season. Marin Mudrazija has dropped deep and then looked to bring his teammate into play. The idea was there, not so much the execution for the Croat. Najib Tarif with the throw-in, captain for this Bruneian outfit. Blake has the ball in the middle. Back to Shakir, who picks out Pedro Diaz in space. Looks for Akram Azman, has found him. Blake looking to return the ball to Akram. Doesn't really come off. Good to see Noor Alam Shah back on the touchline. He, of course, had a touchline ban to serve at the start of the season. Returned some way through round 1 and now is a permanent fixture on the touchline for the Jaguars. An important part of the backroom staff. Noor Alam Shah, a legend of Singapore football himself, and one who many players regard very highly. Not just at Tanjong Pagar, but in Singapore in general. Akram Azman did well, didn't he, there, to get past Helmi Zambin. But in the end, Brunei cleared their lines. Josip Balic doesn't manage to find a teammate. And it's Tanjong Pagar who come forward. Blake looking for the run of his teammate. It's now Naufal Ilham, who picks out Faisal Roslan, who looks to put the ball in the box. Doesn't really come off. Sujic has another bite. Barankov coming in to defend. Faisal Roslan in space. Can he play the ball in? Yes, he can. Can they find a header? Shukri Bashir to Mudra Zija, whose touch failed him at the crucial point. But Tanjong Pagar continue to pressure the DPMM goal. Blake exchanges passes with Pedro Diaz. Shakir beats his man, plays the ball in. Good catch for Akmal Tissenbawi. Well done by Mirko Sujic. As Tanjong Pagar continue their onslaught. Eventually, Angel Martinez clears his lines. And at the moment, DPMM are being pegged in here until that misplaced pass from Blake Risciuto gave Pedro Diaz a bit too much to do. Just telling his teammates to calm things down, looking for the short pass. Adrian Pennock happy to keep hold of the ball till his player comes along for the throw-in. As Helmi Zamin walks over. It used to be quite a fixture for most of these players to travel to the Hassanal Bolkiah Stadium. An away game experience for the other teams. Unfortunately, one that they're being denied as the Hassanal Bolkiah Stadium undergoes restoration works. Not just the away day experience for the other competing teams, for Brunei as well, the home ground advantage. Having had the pleasure of covering a game at the Hassanal Bolkiah Stadium, I can confirm it's quite the venue, quite the scenic venue, but at the same time, a venue that was sorely in need of an upgrade. Ball into the box. No harm for Kenji Rushdi, who collects quite easily. Najib Tarif's ball in the end couldn't find a red shirt, and Kenji was quick to gather. Sujic to Faisal Roslan. Interesting to hear Hazrin Jelani in his pre-match thoughts mentioning that the 2 weeks off was more for the fans than anything else. The players were put through their paces just to work on their fitness levels. Obviously something the Jaguars staff feel they're lacking after round 1. And there's been an early goal over at our Tampines hub. And I can confirm that it's Geylang International who've taken quite a surprise lead against the Lion City Sailors. 10 minutes played at our Tampines hub, and it's Geylang International who have a slender 1-goal lead. Iqbal Hussein with the goal there. Facing quite the renaissance, Iqbal Hussein, since his return to top flight football. Sat out last season and then joined Geylang International at the start of this one. I believe it's his 2nd goal of the season. We'll keep you updated of affairs at our Tampines hub. In the here now, though, Brunei DPMM have a set-piece opportunity. A free kick in a fairly tasty position as Kenji Rushdi makes sure his wall is in order. As Hakimi Zayed, who already has 2 goals and 3 assists this season, steps up, looking to test the goalkeeper. It's a shot, had venom, but didn't clear the wall in the end. No surprise when you consider the height of Tanjong Pagar's wall. The likes of Sujic, Pedro Diaz, Blake Risciuto, all contributing to the height in the wall. The set-piece opportunity has gone begging for Brunei DPMM. Have another look. plenty of zing in the effort and not enough height. Must have been painful to take that one, but nonetheless, a block is a block. And it's Tanjong Pagar who will get us restarted with the goal kick from Kenji Rushdie. Bilic with a speculative effort. Josip Bilic has got 1 goal this season. Can't blame him for trying. Set up for him nicely on the left leg. Safety first from the Brunei backline. Josip Bilic on the ball. All the way back to his defense, who launched it long, and it's Varankov who's beaten his man. Excellent covering from Shaki Hamza. And then Pedro Diaz completed the clearance. Sujic does well to recover possession. Raihan Rahman. A surprise mission from the Tanjong Pagar backline. Tajeli Salamat. 1 goal and 1 assist this season. He finds himself on the bench today. He's on the bench alongside Khairul Amri, as well as Sharin Sabrin, as well as Nakiuddin Yunus. So plenty of options for Tanjong Pagar. They've obviously selected this 11 with a game plan in mind. They do have options off the bench if they need to shuffle their pack. A bright start thus far. Just approaching 20 minutes at the Jalan Besar Stadium. Long ball forward. Naufal Ilham plays it into a dangerous position. Blake Rusciuto has a shot from range. I'm not sure if that was a Brunei player or a Tanjong Pagar player who got in the way, but in the end, Brunei clear their lines. We'll have a look at that when we get the chance. For now, though, Faisal Roslan wins a throw-in. Let's have a look at the chance. Naufal Ilham found himself in space, looking for a blue shirt in the middle, couldn't find it, and then Blake Rusciuto's shot hit a red shirt on the way to goal. Just a sighter, an early sighter for the Australian, who of course is looking for his first goal of 2023. I believe they're just checking on VAR to confirm if anything was amiss. As you can see, the referee just touching his earpiece one too many times. I believe the check is over. And there will be no penalty. Suspicion of handball, denying Blake Rusciuto's shot in the box. Here comes Pedro Diaz. Mirko Sujic has time, space to turn. Turns and finds Faisal Roslan. Short to Raihan, who's decided to go all the way back to his goalkeeper. Sujic. Looking for the run of Naufal Ilham. Faisal Roslan. Pedro Diaz, 30 years of age, Brazilian. Signed to shore up the Tanjong Pagar backline. Will be hoping to grow into his Tanjong Pagar career, having missed a bulk of matches due to injury. It's not just defensive reinforcements that Tanjong Pagar need. As it stands, they've only scored 10 goals in their opening 8 games thus far, having lost Rio Nishiguchi in the off-season. Marin Mudrazija has yet to fill the boots of the man affectionately known as Rionaldo. 10 goals only is the second lowest in the league, alongside the Young Lions, with only Hougang United having scored less. Kenji looks for Akram Azman. Done well to win the header. Can't find a teammate though. Blake gathers it. Tell you what, Raihan Rahman's taken up an advanced position and he's picked out Akram Azman, who will likely keep this in play. Ran out of real estate in the end, Akram Azman. Just too much pace on the ball, even for Akram Azman, who's known for his speed and endeavour. Have a look at the pass and the run. Just too much pace on it in the end. Slid as he looked to cross it in, and in the end slid and the ball went out of play. 30-year-old Akmal Tusenbayev from Uzbekistan lost his #1 spot fleetingly through round 1, but it looks like he will begin round 2 as the man between the sticks for Brunei DPMM. Blake Risciuto does well. Akram Azman can't get on the ball though. And once again, that tussle is developing quite nicely. This time though, it's Helmi Zambin who clears his lines and concedes a throw-in. Pedro Diaz, we've seen him launch a couple of long balls, this time down the line. It's another throw-in. This time though, it looks like Pedro Diaz will be launching this into the box. Blake Risciuto tends to be useful with his big afro. That time though, didn't reach him. And Raihan Rahman tussling for the ball, wins a throw-in. Tell you what though, Tanjong Pagar seeing plenty of the ball in the opening half of the first half. Just into the halfway mark of the first half, as Pedro Diaz looks to launch this one long. Looking for Shukri Bashir, who's done well to keep it. Blake Risciuto, has he kept himself onside? He has. Shukri Bashir can't find a teammate, and Brunei will clear their lines. Raihan Rahman was close in attendance to Hakimi Yazid, and they will restart from this throw-in. There you have it, the shot count. Brunei DPMM with 2 shots. Tanjong Pagar with 1 clear-cut opportunity thus far. I must say, lacking in goal-mouth action in the opening 23 minutes of this contest. Pedro Diaz. Angel Martinez refusing Marin Mudrazija the chance to get to the ball. Angel Martinez. Quite an unmistakable figure. Full beard, full arm tattoos, and has played the full 720 minutes thus far. That's gone all the way in. And for half a second, you thought Naufal Ilham had a chance, and he thought he had a chance as he came clattering into Brunei's skipper, Najib Tarif. Have a look at this. All the way through the ball went, took a bounce. Naufal Ilham clattering into Najib Tarif, sent the skipper to the deck and conceded a free kick. Another interesting battle down that flank. Najib Tarif, 35 years of age, up against Naufal Ilham, just 20 years of age. Launches it long, Akmal. Well won by Pedro Diaz. Faisal Roslan not taking any chances. A bit of a sandwich there. Call it the Marin Mudrazija sandwich. And he wins a free kick that Sujic stands over. Long ball forward, finds a blue shirt. Was that a foul in the build-up? No, says the referee. We'll have a look at the replay, but it seems Angel Martinez clattered into Marin Mudrazija after quite exquisite layoff using his chest. Akmal Azman, have a look at this. Now replay's confirming that Probably missed a step. If there was any contact, it was minimal. No free kick. Angel Martinez. They are having a look though, just to confirm. Andre Verolino just awaiting the confirmation from the VAR officials. Have a look at this angle, it will tell us a bit more. Hard to tell if there was any clear contact, enough for a foul at least. It does look like the check is complete as we restart with a goal kick. Tanjong Pagar gather possession again. Sujic finds Naufal. Angel Martinez in close attendance to deny Marin Mudrazija the ball. Here come Brunei DPMM. Shake Hamza with an important header. Just touched it down to Faisal Roslan. Raihan Rahman had to scramble, but got it eventually. Akmal, short to Pedro. Raihan to Shake. Looked like wasn't enough weight on that pass, but in the end it got to Faisal Roslan. As Shake Hamza brings this forward. A deft left leg pass to Pedro Diaz from Shake Hamza. Shake Hamza is the Jaguars' top scorer this season. He scored 3 of the 10 goals the Jaguars have scored in 8 games thus far. And I tell you, if that's not telling of the problems that the Jaguars have up front, I don't know what is. But nonetheless, they all count anyway. And he's got 3 goals and 2 assists, Shake Hamza, alongside the captain's armband today. Blake Rushuta will keep this one in. Looking for support from a blue shirt, arrives in the way of Pedro Diaz, who looks to play the ball in, can't find it. Tell you what, Helmi Zambin has stayed on the ground. Blake Rushuta played on there. Akmal's come a long, long way. Has he kept it out of play? No, it hasn't. It looks like Helmi's in a bit of pain here. The physios are being called onto the pitch. Have a look at what happened. He was blocking Pedro Diaz's shot. Looked fairly innocuous. It did look like it's hurt him quite a bit, and you can't be too safe, especially with head injuries in this day and age. Thankfully, Helmi is back up to his feet and looks good to continue. Another set-piece opportunity. Raihan Rahman standing over it. Will he go for the height in the box or opt for the short pass? He does go for the height in the box. Pedro Diaz winning it at the near post, but not much else, as Brunei come away on the quick breakaway. Pedro Diaz does not gather, and in the end, Naufal Ilham was on the scene quite cynically to bring the man down, and will pick up a yellow card for that professional foul. It's Abdul Azizi Rahman on the deck as he looked to find Varankov. Naufal Ilham wasn't giving him a chance to get much further. Came clattering in to concede the free kick as well as take the yellow card. Naufal Ilham's got 1 assist thus far this season. Not much else. Just confirming that Azizi is good to continue. In your shot there, 4th official Taufik Tana, as well as Tanjong Pagar's team manager Noor Alam Shah. Man who knows a thing or two about scoring goals. He'll be hoping his team can score some at Jalan Besar today. Surely this free kick will be too far for an attempt on goal. when they may well look to find a red shirt in the box instead. It is that man, Hakimi Yazid, who's standing over it. Of the training ground. Now that's a half opportunity, not cleared. Has crossed the line, I believe. And I tell you what, the red card is out for Pedro Diaz. No surprise here. It did look like a handball on the line. No need for VAR. You could see that in real time. And Pedro Diaz's first start since the first day of the season is going to end early. The Brazilian receives his marching orders for handball. Well worked free kick. Azizi with the shot, and then he got a second bite of the cherry. Denied on the line by Pedro Diaz. Have a look at the reverse angle. Azizi with the first shot, Kenji with a good save, and then Pedro Diaz here knew exactly what he was doing. No surprise, Tanjong Pagar have some problems now because they have a penalty to defend, as well as they've gone down to 10 men. Confirmation of the check, I believe. As referee Andre Verolino just confirms everything is in order. They are checking to confirm that it was a handball. Not that I think it was necessary. Pedro Diaz has been told to walk off the pitch anyway. And this could mean a reshuffle for Tanjong Pagar. 33 minutes played and this contest has sprung to life. Not so much for Pedro Diaz, who has received his marching orders. Only just worked himself back to fitness to return to the starting lineup. Now he will face some time on the sidelines, suspended, as Andrei Varankov steps up for this penalty. Just past the half-hour mark at the Jalan Besar Stadium, and Brunei DPMM with a golden opportunity to take the lead. Here comes Andrei Varankov. Andrei's missed it, and he scores on the second time of asking. Despite Kenji Rushdi's best efforts, Andrei Varankov would not be denied. Brunei DPMM take the lead. Varankov's initial penalty was saved, but on the second time of asking, Andrei Varankov made no mistake for his fourth goal of the season. Tremendous reflexes from Kenji Rushdi to deny him the first time, but the loose ball was pounced on, and Varankov has given Brunei DPMM the lead after 34 minutes played here at the Jalan Besar Stadium. And it is first blood to Brunei DPMM. It'll be interesting to see how Tanjong Pagar reshuffle their pack, having conceded not just a goal, but gone down to 10 men. As the second time this fixture has seen Tanjong Pagar reduced to 10 men. Raihan Rahman received the red card in round one, and it's Pedro Diaz who's got the red card this time. Pedro Diaz, of course, only just joined the Jaguars this season. He continues to struggle to make an impact in the Singapore Premier League, first through injury and now through a prolonged absence of a suspension. That's a problem for later, though. In the here and now, Tanjong Pagar will be looking to rescue the situation, having gone 1-0 down after half an hour. There's plenty of football left to be played if they were to rescue something out of this contest. At the moment, it looks like they're sticking to a back three with Raihan Rahman, Shakir Hamza and Faisal Roslan. Kenji Rushdi Azizi in close attendance, and DPMM, I tell you what, are pressing from the front. Tanjong Pagar quite riskily trying to play it out of the back. Shukri Bashir's done well to steal it, but he can't keep it in play. Did well to get ahead of Yura Indera Putra, Shukri Bashir. But in the end, nothing came of it. It's a throw in for DPMM. Unsurprisingly, Helmi Zambin in no rush to take it. They've conceded a throw in though. That Akram Azman, I beg your pardon, will take. He's now on long throw duty with Pedro Diaz sent to the showers early. Akram Azman launches this one long, looking for a blue shirt, unable to find one. Just a sighter from Raihan Rahman, fell quite kindly on his left foot. Lacked the accuracy. The 32-year-old shot from outside the box wasn't troubling Akmal's goal. Remember, if Brunei pick up all 3 points, they will pip Tanjong Pagar into a 6th spot in the league. Free kick given away for this foul here. Angel Martinez and Josip Bilic. Combination of both of them on Marin Mudrazija. Blake Rusciuto does so well to get himself between man and the ball and wins the free kick. Look at this from Blake Rusciuto. Got in the middle. Helmi Zambin couldn't help himself, barged into the back of Blake Rusciuto, and that's given Tanjong Pagar a set-piece opportunity, one that Raihan Rahman will look to swing into the box. And considering they're down to 10 men, a set-piece opportunity could be the best way back for Tanjong Pagar. Raihan stands over this. Not quite a floater, plenty of zing into that ball, but nothing came of it. Faisal Roslan though will put it into the box again. Took a knock along the way, and that means there will be a corner for Brunei to defend. Just approaching the 40th minute mark here at the Jalan Besar Stadium. It is Andrei Varankov, a penalty. That's the difference thus far between the two sides. They have it, the corner count. We haven't seen a DPMM corner just yet. We've seen plenty of Tanjong Pagar corners. Their third one, this one. As you can see, fairly windy conditions as the ball moves slightly before Raihan Rahman is to take this corner. He will take it eventually, looking for a blue shirt. Can't find one, headed away by Varankov. Blake will let this go out for a throw-in. Taken fairly quickly, Faisal Roslan. Back to Blake. Floats it in, looking for Sujic. Important clearance. And then a completed clearance. Akram Azman. All the way back to Kenji, who, to his credit, did well to save Varankov's initial penalty. Not much he could do about the rebound. Launches it long, Kenji. I tell you what, Tanjong Pagar have done well. Sujic brings it forward, looking for the run of Naufal Ilham. Didn't find it. Akmal weighs out his options. Launches it long. Faisal Roslan did well to get a foot. And Brunei, who haven't really been on top of proceedings thus far, took their chance when it came along and now have the lead to defend and have the man advantage over Tanjong Pagar United. Sujic to Marin Mudrazija, who then passes to Blake Rishuto. Faisal Roslan across to Shakir Hamza. Back to Faisal Roslan. Akram Azman's done well. Shakir looking for the run of Akram Azman. Looks like he has space in front of him. Hesitated slightly. No free kick, says the referee. Marin Mudrazija has a chance. Tried to bring his teammate Naufal Ilham into play. Lacked the pace on the pass eventually, and Naufal couldn't get to it. But Tanjong Pagar continue to see plenty of possession, just lacking the penetration for now. Blake wins an important header. Shukri Bashir, all eyes on the ball, but Angel Martinez was brave to throw his body in the way. Have a look. Rishuto did well to knock it down. Shukri Bashir only had eyes on goal. Brave defending from Angel Martinez, throwing his body on the line. Came off worse for it. And I'm sure Brunei will be just bidding their time, taking it nice and slow. As we approach half-time, just about 3 minutes of regulation time left, plus whatever is added on in the first half. Shakir Hamza, important header. Andrei Varankov up to 4 goals for this season. 2 goals in 2 matches against Tanjong Pagar as well, having scored in the reverse fixture. Much prettier effort than today. They all count the same anyway. Sujic looking for the run of his compatriot, couldn't find it. Josip Bilic launches it long, giving Varankov something to chase. Kenji Rushdie quick off his line as he looks to gather possession, eventually does, and then sprays it out to Shakir Hamza. Akram. Akram had 2 Bruneians close to company, and he's won the free kick. Have a look at this. Did well to turn his man here, and then eventually got brought down by a combination of Helmi and Azizi. Raihan takes it quickly as Tanjong Pagar looks to force the issue ahead of the halftime break. Blake. Needless foul conceded by Hakimi Yazid. Blake clearly going nowhere. Just tussling down the line. No question. If it was bowler man, all man there, as Blake Rishuto hit the deck and Hakimi Yazid conceded the foul. Another set-piece opportunity for Tanjong Pagar. Not that most of their set pieces have come off just yet. In your picture there, the height that Raihan Rahman will be aiming for. Mirko Sujic, Marin Mudrazija, as well as Blake Rishuto and Faisal Roslan. Raihan just trying to work a set-piece routine. We've seen one set-piece routine bear dividends. This one, though, goes straight into the grateful arms of Akmal. And it's 45 minutes played already at the Jalan Besar Stadium, and there will be 3 minutes of added time at the end of this first half. 3 minutes for Tanjong Pagar to salvage something in the first half before they regroup. 10 men, Tanjong Pagar, mind you. Plenty of work to do. Did well to find a teammate in the box, but did look offside, and confirmation of the offside. Azizi there in an offside position. That angle confirming that Abdul Azizi Rahman had stepped straight offside. Shakir Hamza looking to play it first time. The defender was quick on Marin Mudrazija, who's seen very little of the ball. Hasn't really affected play in the final third for Tanjong Pagar. Important that Blake got in the way of that pass. Let's calm things down, Blake, in the middle of the park. Akram to Blake, all the way back to Shakir Hamza. Long ball forward. Shukri Bashir tussles for the ball, brings Mirko Sujic into play. Sujic has done well to bring Shakir Hamza into the fold. Akram Azman will chase this down and play this into the box. Angel Martinez with an important clearance. Does so well, Angel Martinez, to just marshal that back line. You can see why he has played all 8 games thus far this season. 8.5 as we approach halftime here at the Jalan Besar Stadium. In your picture there, number 17, Hakimi Yazid, who had a part to play in that free kick that eventually led to the concession of a penalty for Tanjong Pagar. Akram Azman back to Raihan Rahman. Mirko Sujic. Mudrazija. Back to Mirko. Blake Rusciuto looking for the run of a blue shirt. Shukri Bashir has half a chance, takes a shot on goal. Did well to clear his lines and take that shot on target, but lacked any form of power to truly trouble Akmal in goal. Beat the defenders well. Took a shot that Akmal gathered quite gratefully. And it is half-time here at Jalan Besar Stadium. The additional 3 minutes have been played. And it's Brunei DPMM who have a slender 1-0 lead thanks to this man, Andrei Varankov, with his 4th goal of the season. Fluffed his lines from the spot, but was on hand to smash home the rebound. And it's the home side, Brunei DPMM, who have a 1-0 lead to hold on to as we approach half-time. Half-time highlights to follow, but at the moment it's Brunei with a slender lead. Do stick around. We'll come back with the highlights very, very shortly.
2, 4, 1.
Welcome back to the Jalan Besar Stadium. It is halftime between Brunei DPMM and Tanjong Pagar United, and there you have it, Brunei DPMM with a slender 1-goal lead, courtesy of Andre Varankov, who missed from the spot but was on hand to smash home the rebound. The match stats telling you that Brunei have had the better chances, 6 shots, 3 on target. But I tell you what, Tanjong Pagar have seen plenty of possession without much penetration. They, of course, have a red card. Pedro Diaz sent off. Here's a look at the highlights from the first half. Early opportunity that was well cut out from Shakir Hamza after Azizi found himself in space and looked to put it on a plate for Andre Varankov. Apologized quickly to Varankov, as he should, after Raihan Rahman let that one through. Kenji Rushdie did well together. This was the incident that led to the red card from a free kick that Azizi looked to bundle home. Pedro Diaz playing goalkeeper for a second there on hand. A referee was quick to dish out the red card. Though VAR would confirm his decision, it was clear as day that it was a handball on the goal line, denying an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. And so Pedro Diaz, since arriving at Tanjong Pagar, continues to not be able to finish a game of football. Went off injured in the first game of the season, and in his second start for the Jaguars, received his marching orders just past the half-hour mark. Once again, it was a free kick that wreaked all sorts of havoc. Azizi's shot, definitely goal-bound, definitely denied by Pedro Diaz's hand. And the Brazilian rightfully sent off, which then gave Andre Varankov the opportunity from the spot. He would miss, but he would be on hand to smash in his 4th goal of the season to give DPMM the lead. Have a look. Good save from Kenji Rushdie, but helpless for the second attempt, as his teammates weren't quick to come in and clear the ball. And Varankov just tapped home into an empty net. to give Brunei DPMM the first half lead. Tanjong Pagar will continue to keep hold of the ball in the search of an equaliser. This one was a speculative effort by Shukri Bashir. Did well to shimmy in front of the defender and then took a shot that was on target but lacked any form of power to really trouble Akmal in goal. Have a look, Shukri Bashir switched his feet well, took the shot on the left leg. Akmal gratefully gathered. And so at half-time, it's Brunei DPMM with the 1-goal lead. And not the only one leading over at our Tampines hub. Jalan International lead 1-0 against the Lion City Sailors. Iqbal Hussein, the difference maker there. 45 minutes left to play in what would be quite a difficult result for the Lion City Sailors in their hopes of fighting for the title. Match week 11 is about to start very, very soon. On Friday, 12th of May, Hougang United take on Jalan International. And then next Saturday, Brunei DPMM host the Lion City Sailors. And on Sunday, Tampines Rovers face Tanjong Pagar United. So plenty of football to keep you company. That's in the future. In the here and now, though, we've got 45 minutes left to play, and the second half is coming up. It is Brunei DPMM who lead 1-0. Do stick around for the second half. Plenty of football still left to be played.
Canadian pizza. 2 for 1.
Welcome back to the Jalan Besar Stadium. The second half between Brunei DPMM and Tanjong Pagar just about to kick off. It is Brunei DPMM with a slender one-goal lead at the break. Andrei Varankov, the difference maker. Good to see fans in attendance at the Jalan Besar Stadium. We are expecting some substitutions for both teams, especially Tanjong Pagar, who of course are down to 10 men after Pedro Diaz received his marching orders in the first half amidst that penalty. It does look like Tajeli Salamat will be coming on for Tanjong Pagar. We'll have confirmation of that change as soon as it happens. It's Tajeli Salamat who's looks set to come on for Naufal Ilham. As for Brunei DPMM, it looks like Josip Balic is coming off for Hirzi Zulfikar. Hirzi, of course, scored an own goal in the reverse fixture. He'll be looking to avoid a repeat of that. Brunei DPMM only got 2 wins in 8 games thus far. They'll be hoping for a crucial 3 points here. Confirmation of the changes. There we have it. Number 21, Hirzi Zulfikar on for number 5, Josip Balic. And he's not the only one. Number 27, Tajeli Salamat is on for number 6, Naufal Ilham. A bit of a shuffle for Tanjong Pagar as they look to rescue something from this game. It'll be interesting to see what Tanjong Pagar bring to the second 45, or will Brunei DPMM make their man advantage count against the Jaguars. A victory, of course, for Brunei DPMM today. We'll see them pip Tanjong Pagar into 6th spot in the league as they get us underway for the second half. An important 45 minutes ahead for the Bruneian outfit. Andrei Varankov, the difference maker thus far, with his 4th goal of the season after 34 minutes. As it stands, it looks like Tajeli Salamat has taken up quite an advanced position. I assume he'll be marauding down the right flank, both defensively as well as from an attacking perspective, as Tanjong Pagar look to find a way back into this contest. Faisal Roslan. Shakir Hamza, too careless, too casual, gave away a throw-in. Unlike Shakir, really, who's played with distinction, with or without the armband. As I alluded to in the first half, leads the scoring charts with 3 goals and 2 assists for the Jaguars. That in itself speaks volumes of the problems the Jaguars are having up front. We've seen precious little of Marin Mudrazija. A shot from range from Brunei DPMM. It was Hanif Farhan who fancied his chances, saw a bit of space, started to take one on his left leg, lacked any form of accuracy to trouble Kenji Rushdi's goal. Free kick won by Tanjong Pagar, that Blake is quite keen to get started quickly. Raihan Rahman. All the way back to Kenji Rushdie. Launches it long, looking for Tajeli. Tajeli looking to make a nuisance of himself. Nothing comes of it eventually. Barankov won the header, given Azizi something to chase. Raihan Rahman wasn't taking any chances, clears it long, but Brunei looking to work a quick throw-in routine, doesn't really come off. Much to the annoyance of the players in red. And it's Tanjong Pagar who now are in possession of the ball. Faisal Roslan with the throw-in. Marin to Faisal, done well to beat his man. Gives Shukri Bashe something to chase, who has Angel Martinez for company. Oh, Martinez channeled it well, and in the end, Brunei can't really clear their lines, and it's Tanjong Pagar who come again. Sujic to Mudrazija, plays Blake Rushuto in. The idea was there from Marin, but it wasn't really coming off for him. Here comes Hakimi Yazid to Varankov. Azizi in space, and Azizi has missed a sitter. A chance for a cushion on their lead. The shot was anything but cushioned. A wild effort in the end on his left leg. Lacked any form of accuracy. And Tanjong Pagar let off the hook here. That's the risk that the Jaguars are going to have to take in a search for an equalizer. They will be susceptible at the back as they bomb forward in search of parity in this contest. Once again, Brunei have found a space in the back line. Recovered well, Shakir Hamza, but conceded a corner. He disagreed with the referee's decision, though. Mirko Sujic will get a talking to for overzealously fighting his case. Hakimi Yazid stands over the corner, which I believe is the first corner of the game for Brunei DPMM. Can they find a red shirt? Yes, they can. Ball went out eventually. Tanjong Pagar let off the hook from that set piece. Faisal Roslan just grimacing slightly. This angle will tell us, yep, the ball went out of play before coming back in. Right decision there. It is a goal kick that Kenji Rushdie will stand over. Tanjong Pagar not afraid to play it out of the back. The Brunei DPMM are not afraid to press from the front either. Tajeli looking to turn his man, didn't really come off. And it's the substitute, Zulfakar, who did well to step up and win the ball in the middle of the park, but couldn't really find Najib Tarif on the overlap. In your picture there, number 11, Najib Tarif, the captain of Brunei DPMM, 35 years young. Continues to show plenty of passion and desire. Speaking of passion and desire, Shukri Bashir looking to find a teammate, done well to beat the defender. Looking for options. Tajeli Slamat is the best option for him. Blake has turned his man well. Plays Tajeli in. Can Tajeli put the ball in? Yes, he can. Too close to the keeper, though. Akmal, I beg your pardon, Akmal Tunsimbawe gathers. Did well to find himself in that position. Tajeli, with the ball into the box, lacked the needed accuracy to find a teammate. As Brunei come again here. Raihan concedes a corner kick. It's a very open game of football in the opening 6 minutes of this second half. Both these teams are looking to snap a run of 2 consecutive defeats, 2 losses heading into this one. And as it stands, Tanjong Pagar are heading towards a 3rd consecutive loss. The ball comes in. Second bite of the cherry for Hakimi Yazid, looking for a red shirt. Can he find one? Not cleared just yet. Substitute Zulfikar. Ball goes in, not cleared just yet. Eventually cleared by Faisal Roslan, only half cleared. Sujic still has some work to do. Done well, Mirko Sujic. Composed from the Croat. Hanif Amir scored in the reverse fixture, scored the winner, in fact, in the reverse fixture. Adamant that the last touch came off a Tanjong Pagar player. Referee disagreed, though. Angel Martinez. Was that a foul? Yes, says the referee. Marin Mudrazija eventually wins a free kick for his endeavour. Blake Risciuto brings this one forward. Free kick. Getting a bit scrappy this contest. 1 or 2 free kicks being given away. Brunei DPMM do have to be careful, because if they are to give Tanjong Pagar 1 too many set pieces, that could be a route back into this contest for the Jaguars. Now, if you're just joining us, we're approaching the hour mark, just 5 minutes shy of the hour mark here at the Jalan Besar Stadium. And it's Brunei DPMM who lead 1-0, courtesy of Andre Varankov. Tanjong Pagar, of course, down to 10 men after Pedro Diaz was sent off in the first half. The Jaguars with all to do to rescue something from this contest. The Jaguars with all to do, of course, to avoid a 3rd consecutive loss. As for Brunei DPMM, they'll be seeing plenty of the Jalan Besar Stadium. All 7 of DPMM's SPL home fixtures from match week 10 to match week 19, which was originally scheduled to take place at the Hassanal Bolkiah National Stadium in Brunei, will now instead continue to be played at the Jalan Besar Stadium. So this is the de facto home for Brunei DPMM. And as it stands, they're seeking plenty of home comforts, leading 1-0 against Tanjong Pagar with a man advantage. Angel Martinez heads that one away. Hakimi Yazid looking to complete the clearance. Only as far as a throw-in he's conceded. Kenji launches it long to Shakir. A ball into the box. Can Tajeli get onto it? The idea was right. Lacked the accuracy. Tajeli made that run into the box. Shakir only had one thing on his mind, and that's to find a blue shirt. Just ran out of real estate, Tajeli Slamat, in his attempts to get onto his teammates' long ball. As Akmal will launch this one long. Faisal Roslan happy to see this go out of play. And he restarts with a throw-in all the way back to his goalkeeper. Shakir Hamza. Once again trying the ball forward, looking for Tajeli, who will this time get to it. What can Tajeli do? Looks for a shirt in the box. Marin Mudrazija got a touch at the near post, but not enough to trouble Akmal's goal. Tajeli did well to bid his time, and then he played it to the near post. Marin Mudrazija got the march on Angel Martinez, but in the end couldn't trouble Akmal's goal. And Brunei continue to defend their 1-goal lead to the best of their abilities. They did keep a clean sheet in that 3-0 victory over Hougang United, DPMM this is. They'll be hoping to keep another one today if they are to secure a third win in 9 games and leapfrog today's opponents. This, of course, is one of 2 games happening concurrently on this Soccer Sunday in the AIA Singapore Premier League over at our Tampines hub. Just about an hour played, and it's Geylang International who lead 1-0 over the Lion City Sailors. It's Iqbal Hussain who's the difference maker in that contest thus far. And over at the Jalan Besar Stadium, it's Andrei Varankov who's the difference maker. His goal, his 4th goal of the season, giving Brunei DPMM a slender 1-goal lead as we approach the hour mark here at the Jalan Besar Stadium. Varankov on the ball, looking for a teammate. Looking for the return, asking too much of Varankov, the 2019 AIA Singapore Premier League top scorer, of course, in that championship winning season for Brunei DPMM. They've had to sit out from top flight football in Singapore for a while owing to the pandemic, making their return this season. It has been a season of consolidation by Adrian Pennock's own admission. Pennock, of course, the championship winning manager for Brunei DPMM, been there since October 2018. The 52-year-old arrived in 2018, won the title in 2019, stuck around through the pandemic, and has returned with his Brunei team. He, of course, has the likes of Gillingham, Barrow and Forest Green Rovers on his CV, and he'll be looking to use all that experience to try and shape a title-winning side out of Brunei DPMM, if not this season, but in the seasons to come. As for Tanjong Pagar, they're staring down the barrel of yet another defeat. Already lost 5 of their 8 games thus far this season. They're facing a 6th defeat in 9 games. They haven't hit the heights of 2022. Hazrin Jailani has plenty of work to do. 47-year-old Hazrin has been at the helm since Tanjong Pagar returned to the league. Is that a penalty? No, says the referee. Shukri Bashir is in plenty of pain, as well as Brunei's captain Najib Tarif is on the deck. Both players remain on the deck, but play resumes. Azizi is continuing play. And Shakir Hamza lunged into that one, didn't get the ball. Here comes Hakimi Yazid, done well to beat his man. Took a shot eventually. It looks like Shukri Bashir is in a lot of pain. There it is, the incident that left both the players on the deck. Started from Sujic's ball into the box. Just a clash. Looked like a clash of knee as well as bodies for both those players. The medics are quickly on. And out of your picture, Kenji Rushdie is having a word with the referee. Very, very upset that play was allowed to continue, that DPMM did not do the right thing to put the ball out of play. Amidst all that, there will be seemingly a substitution happening I will have confirmation of that very, very shortly. It is Shukri Bashe, the stricken man, who will come off for Zulfatmi Suzliman. So a second change. Second change on the evening for Tanjong Pagar. There's the incident that's left. Both the players did look like knee against thigh. We do hope Shukri Bashe is not overly injured. But as a precaution, it seems his night is done. I can tell you out of your picture, he is up on his feet. Walking back to the bench as play resumes. No foul, says the man in the middle, Andrea Verolino. And Brunei doing the right thing, opting for fair play, passing the ball back to Kenji Rushdi. Doesn't get easier for Tanjong Pagar. After today, they face Tampines Rovers up next. That's coming to you this coming weekend. And I can confirm that I've seen Gavin Lee in the stands scouting his opponents. I wonder what would he have picked up? What would he have added to his notebook? Tampines Rovers themselves suffering a shock 3-2 loss to Balstic Khalsa on Friday. They'll be looking to return to winning ways when they take on Tanjong Pagar, and that's why perhaps Gavin Lee has taken the trip to Jalan Besar Stadium to keep an eye on his upcoming opponents, Tanjong Pagar United. As for Brunei DPMM, if they do manage to hold on to this 1-0 lead and secure a crucial 3 points against 10-men Tanjong Pagar, perhaps, maybe perhaps, they'll go into the annex game with a bit of confidence. And they will need it when they face the Lion City Sailors. So plenty of Singapore Premier League football to look forward to. Be sure to keep it here with us and subscribe to the AIA Singapore Premier League YouTube channel for all your action, as well as across Singtel and StarHub. Just about 65 minutes played here at the Jalan Besar Stadium. It's Brunei DPMM who, as it stands, who have a goal advantage as well as a man advantage. And it's Hanif Farhan who's gone into the referee's book, looking to bring down Mirko Sujic, who's almost twice his size. Confirmation of the yellow card to Hanif Farhan. Faisal Roslan on the ball, weighs out his options, finds Tajeli. Shakir. Zulfami, Sujic to Faisal Roslan. Tanjong Pagar looking to work their way past this Brunei backline, who at the moment are keeping their shape very, very well. Holding on to that slender 1-0 lead. Shaki plays this one in. Will it fall all the way to Tajeli? It won't. Mudrazija, out of nothing. Tanjong Pagar are back in this contest. Calamity at the back for Brunei DPMM. Marin Mudrazija stayed alive. And Marin Mudrazija has leveled the scores for the Jaguars. Started from this Shaki Hamza long ball. Not dealt with by Najib Tarif. And in the end, Marin Mudrazija rose highest to head home his second goal of the season, and more importantly, the equalizer on the night for the Jaguars. It's all square and all to play for. There it is, the DPMM skipper putting his team in all sorts of trouble. Marin Mudrazija remained alive, and he's given Tanjong Pagar a lifeline here. 10 men Tanjong Pagar are back in this contest. It's 1-1 at the Jalan Besar Stadium. And it's all to play for between both these teams. There's been a substitution by Adrian Pennock. And it's Razimi Ramli who's come on, I beg your pardon, for number 9, Abdul Azizi. And DPMM have to do it all over again. They still have the man advantage, but their goal advantage has disappeared. Can they find a way back in this contest? Time will tell. Long ball forward. And suddenly, Tanjong Pagar have a lifeline. Tanjong Pagar have a momentum. 10-men Tanjong Pagar did lose 2-1 to Brunei DPMM in round 1. That was in mid-March. In May, though, in the here and now, 10-men Tanjong Pagar found a way back into this contest, courtesy of Marin Mudrazija. As your shot count tells you the tale, 9 shots for Brunei, 7 for Tanjong Pagar, and 1 goal apiece. That's the stat that matters, and that's in the top left of your screen. Also a stat that matters, that small red card about Tanjong Pagar. That's right, they are down to 10 men as they look to salvage something against DPMM. As for DPMM, it will seem like a missed opportunity if they don't get all 3 points against Tanjong Pagar. 10 men Tanjong Pagar. Another DPMM player has gone into the book. It is the substitute, Hirzi Zulfikar. Shake launches it long. Can't find a touch of a blue shirt. So both coaches have gone to their benches to shuffle their pack slightly. Tanjong Pagar, of course, still have Khairul Amri on the bench. Khairul Amri scored that worldie of a goal earlier in the season. That gave his team a 2-1 win over the Young Lions. So he is an option for the Jaguars off the bench. Just about 20 minutes of regulation time left in this contest, as Zulfatmi is pickpocketed and DPMM come forward. Hanif Farhan looks for his captain, Najib Tarif, who will want to make amends for his part in the equaliser for Tanjong Pagar. Not with the reverse like that, they won't. There's been a goal over at our Tampines hub, and the Lion City Sailors have pegged themselves back into the contest. Who else but Maxime Lestienne? He's scored for the Sailors, and it's now a 1-1 between the Eagles and the Sailors over at our Tampines hub. Much like at the Jalan Besar Stadium, where it's 1-1 between Brunei DPMM and Tanjong Pagar. Set for a grandstand finish. The final 20 minutes could see a final flourish from both these teams as they look to secure all 3 points. Crucial 3 points. Remember, both teams separated by just 2 points on the table. Tanjong Pagar in 6th with a 2-point advantage over DPMM ahead of kickoff. They will maintain that 2-point advantage if the score remains this way. But if DPMM win, they will pip Tanjong Pagar into 6th spot. Tajeli finds Sujic in space, who's turned well. Sujic from range. For a second there, it looked like he was going to play Marin Mudrazija in. But he turned his marker well, and then saw a sniff at goal and took it. Here it is, turning both those players. And then a right-legged effort that eventually was high and wide. There you have it. The man we've just been speaking about, Khairul Amri, comes off the bench. It's his sort of stage, his sort of arena, in it. And Tanjong Pagar need a goal. He often comes out trumps. Will he come out trump today? Time will tell. But he's on. He's joined the mix in place of Akram Azman. Akmal hasn't had much to do by the way of clear-cut chances, yet he has conceded. He won't be too happy with his skipper, Najib Taref, who was clumsy in defending Shaki Hamza's ball into the box, and that put it on a plate for Marin Mudrazija, who hasn't had much goalmouth action, but was alive when it mattered. And he's given the Jaguars something to cling on to. Into the final 20 minutes of the contest here at the Jalan Besar Stadium. Long ball forward, asking a lot of Najib Taref to chase down. As Tanjong Pagar quickly take the throw in to get started. Faisal not getting past Razimi Ramli. Hanif Farhan couldn't find his skipper, Najib Taref. Toil as he might, couldn't keep it in play. Meko Sujic does well to fend off the red shirt, and he's given Amri something to chase here. Amri's hit the deck, clutching his leg, as has Angel Martinez. Hard to see who came off worse, but as it stands, both the players are on the deck. Let's have a look. Angel Martinez looked to get the ball. Seemingly got the ball as well as the player. This angle will tell us more. Certainly seemed to get more of the player than the ball. It is a worry for Khairul Amri, who's only just come on. I'm sure they are looking at this in the VAR room just to confirm if it is a foul or not. Audio picture there. Angel Martinez back on his feet, so he's come off okay. He's on the scene just apologizing to Khairul Amri. It does look like it won't even be a free kick. It looks set to be a throw-in. Much to the disappointment of Khairul Amri, as you can see. As regulations stipulate, he will stay off the pitch for a short while before he's allowed to resume. Still contesting the decision, Khairul Amri. Just about 15 minutes left for either one of these teams to steal a winner. Hesitant defending, and that's given Tanjong Pagar the onus. Sujic looking to lay it off to Blake Rashuto, didn't come off. Here comes Helmi Zambin to Hakimi Yazid. Varankov. For a moment there, Varankov thought he had given Brunei DPMM the lead. I certainly did, but in the end, it lacked accuracy. The final effort played in by Hakimi Yazid. Varankov only had one thing on his mind, and that was to beat Kenji Rushdie. In the end, he couldn't beat the post as it trickled just wide. Always veering away from goal, disappointingly for the 34-year-old Bulgarian. Razimi does well to Hanif Farhan, who goes all the way back. Brunei trying to assert their authority, trying to see a bit more of the ball. No foul, says the referee. Play on. Quite gladly, Tanjong Pagar will. Shaki Hamza to Mudrazija. Khairul Amri uncharacteristically giving it away. Varankov has the ball in advanced position. Waits for the arrival of a teammate. Shaki Hamza snuffed it out well. And he's done well to bring the ball forward. Tanjong Pagar have numbers forward here. If Zulfami picks the right option. In the end, the idea was there from Shaki Hamza to flick it into the path of a teammate. The execution failed him, and Brunei gather possession. Blake Rushuto given away a foul. Once again, it's Hakimi Yazid, who can be quite a handful. A free kick opportunity for Hakimi Yazid. It's hard to imagine that Brunei DPMM have a man advantage the way they've played this second half, which is unfortunate for anyone of a DPMM persuasion. Tanjong Pagar, despite going down to 10 men, have given a good account of themselves. Khairul Amri has done ever so well to use his body and use it well. And that is a ball for Mudrazija to chase down. He's let it run for a bit and gone onto the flank. Brings Zulfami into play. Mirko Sujic just calming things down. That's a big part of Mirko Sujic's game. Just looks to calm things down. And there's an opportunity. Amri looking to get past his man. An interesting battle, that one. Khairul Amri, 38 years young, up against Najib Taref, 35 years young. Substitution for Tanjong Pagar, and it's the goal scorer, Marin Mudrazija, who's set to come off for Nakirin Yunus. Fresh pair of legs, fresh impetus for the final 10 minutes or so. Mudrazija. Fairly quiet evening for Mudrazija, but when it mattered most, he was alive in the box. And he's given his team a crucial equalizer and something to hang on to. Khairul Amri wins the free kick. And now it's Tanjong Pagar's turn to threaten from this set piece. As I was alluding to earlier, it seems like Brunei DPMM have not been able to take advantage of their man advantage. And Tanjong Pagar have really set up shop well in the second half to give themselves a fighting chance heading into the final 10 minutes of this contest. A Raihan Rahman set piece ensues. Perhaps a set piece opportunity for Tanjong Pagar to complete the comeback. Here comes the ball from Raihan. Of the set piece, Blake Rushuto, you could tell they've been working on that in the training ground. The decoy run, and then the run forward from Blake Rushuto, unmarked, uncharacteristically got his header off target. The chance there to score against his former club goes begging for Blake Rushuto. But nonetheless, a good worked set piece for Tanjong Pagar off the training ground. Lack the accuracy, but they are a threat, and they will look to continue to try and steal more than a point from this contest. I tell you what, for a team that's gone down to 10 men, Khairul Amri wasn't afraid to take a shot. Never been one too afraid to test the keeper. This time though, ambitious more than anything else. Akmal launches it high, looking for Varankov. Handball for sure. It is given as handball. No question. Not that he knew much about it, but nonetheless, his hand did control the ball. Andrei Varankov, who's, apart from scoring from the rebound after the missed penalty, has had a fairly quiet contest thus far. But to steal a cliche, strikers need just a minute to turn the contest around. Sujic finds the overlap of Faisal Roslan, who has options. Amri. In the end, Mirko Sujic's touch gave Amri a bit too much. Kenji Rushdi's come a long, long way, and he's made a mistake. Kenji Rushdi, Hakimi Yazid. A mistake by Kenji Rushdi. Serves it on a platter for Hakimi Yazid. Just as Tanjong Pagar were coming back into this contest despite being a man down, Kenji Rushdi makes a mistake, and Hakimi Yazid makes him pay. A long ball forward, and for a second it looked like Kenji Rushdi had it under control. But Hakimi Yazid persevered and pressured, and in the end forced the mistake. And then he was the coolest man in the Jalan Besar Stadium, as he slotted home into an empty net for his third goal of the season. And I tell you what, this one could be an important one to seal all 3 points for DPMM. All smiles, and why not? The clock is ticking down, and DPMM once again have their goal advantage to go with their man advantage. Kenji Rushdi wouldn't want to see the replay of that. Hakimi Yazid has scored to give DPMM the lead heading into the final 10 minutes. Final 5 minutes, I beg your pardon. Lesser than that to play, lesser than that for DPMM to hang on to, lesser than that for Tanjong Pagar to find a way back into this contest. It seems like Akmal Tissenbaev has a bit of a problem. It does look like there's a thumbs up from the medic, which means he should be good to continue. Adrian Pennock, more often than not, looks like he's played the match himself after one of these games. Humid conditions of Singapore often getting to the head coach of Brunei DPMM. Now, we talked about the goal-scoring problems of Tanjong Pagar United at length, but it's a goalkeeping problem that's cost them the lead. They still have time to rescue it, but Kenji Rushdi at fault for DPMM taking the lead. Hakimi Yazid still had plenty to do, and he did it well to give his team a crucial 2-1 lead heading into the dying embers of this game. No rush, unsurprisingly, for Brunei to get play restarted, as Helmi Zambin throws the ball along, looking for a red shirt. Amri's done well to bring Tajeli into it. That's a ball forward, and Nakyudin almost got to. For a minute there, Akmal was playing with fire, but in the end, the goalkeeper did well to gather. Have a look at the ball over the top from Tajeli. Just an inch too far for Nakyudin to bring into control. As Brunei DPMM come again here. Tanjong Pagar need to be careful not to leave the back door open in a search for an equalizer. Faisal Roslan does well. Goes as far as Blake Rishuto. Raihan Rahman to Khairul Amri. Done well to pick out Mirko Sujic. Angel Martinez stepping out of the back line well. Snuff it out. In the end, the ball goes out for a throw-in. That's exactly what Brunei DPMM will want. Just to knock the clock down. They, of course, have only won 2 games of 8 coming into today's contest. As it stands, they could be on the cusp of a 3rd victory in 9 matches. One that will see them leapfrog Tanjong Pagar. In the pre-match, Hazran Jalani alluded to how if Tanjong Pagar had 11 men the last time they played in round 1, they could have got something from the contest. I wonder if he will sing the same tune post-match today. Once again, Pedro Diaz getting his marching orders after 34 minutes. And that's given his Tanjong Pagar team a mountain to climb. They did well to find their way back into the contest, but in the end, they find themselves 2-1 down after a goalkeeping howler from Kenji Rushdie. And that's a free kick in a tasty opportunity. There will be another red card because there's been a second yellow card. It is the substitute, Hirzi Zulfikar, who's been given the second yellow card for this foul on Blake Rishuto. Already on a yellow card, it was a clumsy challenge to make from the substitute, and he becomes the second player to be sent off tonight. The first one for DPMM. And now it's 10v10, heading into the final 90 seconds of extra time. Heading into the final 90 seconds of standard time, and when you add extra time into the mix, we could be well in for a grandstand finish. As Hirzi Zulfikar takes the long walk back to the dressing room. Scored an own goal in the reverse fixture, has got a sent-off today. I'm not sure he enjoys facing tonight's opponents very much. I'll tell you what, he'll be very much hoping his team hold on to this 2-1 lead. Raihan Rahman stands over this set-piece opportunity. And while we wait for this set-piece to be taken over at Jalan Besar Stadium, there's been late drama over at our Tampines hub. The Lion City Sailors have taken a 2-1 lead, courtesy of Maxime Lestienne. So the Lion City Sailors completing the comeback, and that game is well into extra time at the moment. In the here and now, though, at the Jalan Besar Stadium, Brunei DPMM are holding on to a slender 2-1 lead. And Tanjong Pagar have 5 minutes of additional time to try and steal something from the contest, as Raihan Rahman plays this one in. In the end, high and wide from Raihan Rahman. I'm not sure that was the best thing to do. With the number of blue shirts in the box, perhaps he should have looked for a teammate rather than go for goal himself. Brunei DPMM will make a couple of changes. Does look like Azwan Saleh and Awanku Fakarazi are ready to come on. Does look like the skipper, Najib Tarif, is coming off. Hands the armband over to Azwan Saleh. Confirmation of the change. Najib Tarif off for Azwan Saleh. And the second change, just to eat up some time, sees Helmi Zambin come off for Awanku Fakarazi. In no rush, really, but I'm sure the man in the middle, Andre Verolino, is keeping count as the precious seconds are eaten into. Last chance Salone for Tanjong Pagar. They are to salvage anything from this contest. Must feel like a sucker punch, having held on for so long, to come back into the contest with 10 men, and then to concede in the fashion they have, and now find themselves chasing an equalizer in the dying embers of this contest. Nakiuddin brings Faisal into play. Kenji to Raihan Rahman. Amri lays it off. Faisal has time and space ahead of him. Plays an early ball into the box. Sujic got the header on target that time, but lacked any power to really trouble Akmal in goal. Good effort to get it on target, but lacked the power to really trouble Akmal. Varankov runs it into the corner, unsurprisingly, in no rush. Brunei DPMM here. We've played half of the allocated 6 minutes of additional time. Hakimi Zaid. Hakimi Yazid, in the end, overthought the move, and the chance goes begging. The chance to further stretch the advantage. Just about 2.5 minutes left in this contest. Have Tanjong Pagar left it too little, too late? Blake Rusciuto. Zulfami. Not like that, they won't find an equalizer. Shake Hamza. Mirko Sujic. DPMM regather possession, and that's exactly what they will want. Varankov asking for the ball. Varankov, unsurprisingly, running this into the corner. And that is a throw-in to DPMM, and I can assure you they will be in no rush to take it. Varankov, Faisal Roslan not giving him a moment's rest. Tajeli heads it down well to Blake. Zulfami brings Mirko Sujic into play. Sujic has time on the ball. Will ping this forward, looking for the run of Tajeli. Akmal has done well to gather possession and continue to run the clock down. Here come DPMM. Can they finish with a flourish? Doesn't find a red shirt, and that gives Tanjong Pagar one final chance. One final chance to launch an attack. Nakiuddin. Tajeli. Sujic to Shakir. Amri. Amri's lost the ball, and Amri's given a foul away. That could be that for Tanjong Pagar. Khairul Amri, in the end, looked around, surveyed his options, chose the wrong one. And we've played the allocated 6 minutes. And it's now up to the referee, Andre Verolino, who will give Akmal a yellow card for time wasting. You can see why Brunei are desperate to run the clock down. They desperately want this victory. A victory that will snap a 2-match losing streak. A victory that will allow them to pip tonight's opponents. Launches it long, Akmal. Do Tanjong Pagar have one final chance? Still no whistle from the referee. He's checked his watch. And that is that. The full-time whistle goes at the Jalan Besar Stadium. And it's Brunei DPMM who've held on for a 2-1 victory. An important victory for Adrian Pennock's men. Just their third victory of the season thus far. A victory that sees them pip Tanjong Pagar into 6th spot in the standings. It was this man, Hakimi Yazid, who's the match winner. He would be thankful for the Tanjong Pagar custodian fluffing his lines. Kenji Rushdie made a mistake and Hakimi Yazid made him pay. That, of course, after Andrei Voronkov had given DPMM the first half lead before Marin Mudrazija made it 1-1. And then Hakimi Yazid pounced in the final 10 minutes onto a mistake by Kenji Rushdie and slot home to make it 2-1. DPMM held on for an important 3 points and an important 2-1 victory over Tanjong Pagar United. Work to do then for Tanjong Pagar. Here's how the action unfolded. This was the incident that led to the penalty and the red card for Pedro Diaz. A free kick from Hakimi Yazid causing all sorts of problems in the Tanjong Pagar box. It was Abdul Azizi who had a shot cleared off the line by the hand of Pedro Diaz. This angle will show it to you. Have a look here. Pedro Diaz with the handball on the line to deny a clear goal-scoring opportunity. That meant he got a red card and Voronkov stepped up, missed his penalty, but on hand to tap home the rebound. That was 1-0 at the break, courtesy of Andrei Voronkov's 4th goal of the season. Didn't panic after missing from the spot. Clinically came in to smash home the rebound. That gave DPMM a first half lead. And they would come again in the second half. This time Azizi, who had a chance, fluffed his lines completely. At that stage, he could have made it 2-0 and given his team some comfort. Voronkov with the assist. Azizi leaving his scoring boots at home. And for a while, it looked like that chance, that miss by Azizi would come back to haunt them. Because when Shaki Hamza played the ball into the box and Brunei failed to clear their lines, Marin Mudrazija managed to do this. Only his 2nd goal of the season, Marin Mudrazija, but what a time he chose to score it. Shaki Hamza with the ball into the box. Brunei skipper Najib Taref failing to clear his lines, and Mudrazija rose highest to head home for the equalizer. At this point, it was 1-1, and at this point, Brunei had the man advantage. And they came again. Voronkov with half an opportunity that he dragged just wide. Played in by Hakimi Yazid. Voronkov stole a march on the defender and looked to squeeze that one in, but in the end, he put a shot just wide. The danger wasn't over yet, as Voronkov's long ball forward drew Kenji Rushdie off his line, but boy did he fluff his line. Hakimi Yazid made him pay, and how. Yazid with his 3rd goal of the season and a celebration to match, because that gave his team a 2-1 lead, much to the nightmare of Kenji Rushdie. Have a look, fluffed his lines completely. Hakimi Yazid slot home into an empty net. Calm as you like, Hakimi Yazid made it 2-1. And DPMM held on for an important victory. Their 3rd victory of the season thus far. A win that sees them pip Tanjong Pagar into 6th spot. There you have it, the match stats. Not too much to pick apart between both those teams. Eventually, they both ended with 10 men. Substitute Hirzi Zulfakar getting 2 yellow cards and a red card laid on. That meant both teams ended with 10 men. In the other match, the Sailors completing the comeback to break Geylang International hearts. Maxime Lestien, the star of the show over at our Tampere sub, as the Sailors seal all 3 points. Here's a look at the standings. The Sailors close in at the top with those 3 points, and as we have been speaking about, Brunei DPMM now sit 6th, 10 points from 9 games. They have pipped Tanjong Pagar United, who dropped down to 7th. Plenty of football left to be played in the AIA Singapore Premier League. And that resumes this coming weekend on Friday. Hougang United hosts Geylang International at the Jalan Besar Stadium. And then on Saturday, Brunei DPMM at home to Lion City Sailors. And on Sunday, Tampines Rovers take on Tanjong Pagar United. A weekend of football awaits. Be sure to make a date with us right here as we continue the coverage of the AIA Singapore Premier League. Now, I hope you've enjoyed the coverage from the Jalan Besar Stadium. It's Brunei DPMM who seal an important 2-1 victory over Tanjong Pagar United. Till the next time, I'm Ziaul Raushan signing off. Have a lovely Sunday evening. We'll see you soon.